From celebrations of Sunday, 2 days of rest, back into the match day. United versus West Ham is the fixture happening at Old Trafford. This time round, it's not the Carabao Cup, it's not the UEFA Europa League, it's not the Premier League, it's all about the FA Cup 50th round. He who loses is thrown out of the window and is nowhere to be seen as far as this competition is concerned. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where you watching us from? Rokan David is always my name, and I'm always here to bring you the latest information as far as this is concerned. So smash the like button, comment and share as we get straight into what we call the match day live. Erik ten Hag, the manager of Manchester United, has gone ahead to name his starting 11, and we're here to bring you it as it's gone ahead to name it. Several changes made by the manager, and I think you guys are really not ready for this because some changes are really expectant. And Sabitzer asks, right? Let me change a little bit of this title. So, it has been a very good day for us here on United Matters channel, and we're here to bring you news. I'm seeing Oweta Solomon in the live chat. Then Gordon Muhwezi, thank you for watching in. And we're going to come out and really tackle everything here onto our channel as you guys really want it to be. Now, let's throw you into the starting 11 of Erik ten Hag that he has named as United takes on a side from London known as West Ham. When you look at United, we are having David De Gea, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, Malacia, Sabitzer, Diego Dalot, Anthony, Weghorst, Scott McTominay, and Alejandro Garnacho. The bench has Tom Heaton, Martinez, Rafael Varane, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Fred, Pelestri, Elanga, Rashford, Sancho, and Luke Shaw are nowhere to be seen. That's it. But is Martinez here? Or Martinez is on the bench. Martinez is on the bench. So that is the starting 11 of Manchester United that Ten Hag has really named to go ahead and face the side called called West Ham today at Old Trafford. Now, West Ham have gone in for Areola. Remember, their keeper Fabianski is really injured, out for like 2 or 3 months. Then Johnson, Aguad, Ogbonna, Emerson, Declan Rice, Shushek, Lucas Paqueta, Fornells, Antonio, and Benrahma. That is the starting 11 of West Ham. They've gone strong, and I've seen people putting out stories from TalkSport that they are going to go weak because they are fighting in for the Premier League. But remember, they've not been playing games. That means they just have to put out their first 11 to find out the cohesion meetings to see to it that the rhythm really hits on to go on and really play, I think, Brighton on the weekend. Substitutes, there is Anang, Dowens, Cresswell, Kehler, Bowen, Skamanka, Swaye, and Mobamba. That is what the manager is really going to hate to name to face Manchester United. That is the manager of a team called West Ham. He was once a United manager. Things never went all well for him. He was really thrown under the bus before even the season came to an end. After being sacked, Ryan Giggs took us through the end of the season. And guess what happened? Louis van Gaal came in through, spent 2 years here, got sacked. Solskjaer came in through, spent 3 years here, got sacked. And then Erik ten Hag has taken over. And last Sunday, we lifted up our first trophy under Erik ten Hag. So I'm having Oweta Solomon. Good evening, Rokani. During the final, when Manu players are receiving the medal, I didn't see Eriksson receiving his. First, explain to me why. Now, the reason as to why Eriksson was not there, it's because he was not amongst the players that were into the match squad. The players who step up to that podium are the only ones that are into the match squad, and those that never step on the podium just find themselves in a situation of being delivered their medals too. But they all got medals. Martial got his, Ericsson got his. You see, they're even considering to see to it that even Ronaldo gets himself a medal. You get? So, as it stands, it shows you how United is. And Ericsson got his medal, but it's all about those players that were named in the starting 11 that got their medals. Those that are not named got their medals after. And you saw them posing with the medals and holding that trophy of the Carabao Cup. Then we are having Gordon Muhwezi is telling me 3-1 win for United. He's calling in for a 3-1 win for Manchester United. However much it's Maguire and Lindelof, I see a clean sheet, by the way. I'm seeing a clean sheet. Because West Ham is not a team that has been really a good visitor. Last time, I think on the weekend, they beat is it Nottingham by 4-1, 2? But I believe we are past that level. And us having that drive from winning the Carabao Cup final, I think we are having players who are really fired up, and the starting 11 of United just speaks all out for itself that it's ready to come in and really get everything done and dusted. Now, let's go into the team format and see what changes has Erik ten Hag went on and made today as we take on West Ham. What changes has Erik? Now, when you look at the team that started against Newcastle, the following players have been changed. Lindelof has come in for Rafael Varane. Harry Maguire has come in for Lisandro Martinez. Tyrell Malacia has come in for Luke Shaw. Sabitzer has come in for Freddie. Scott McTominay has come in for Casemiro, Garnacho in for Rashford, and the rest have come in as constants. Now, when you're looking at the changes that Ten Hag is going to have to make, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I expected these changes. The change I never expected, I never saw Harry Maguire play in this game. Harry Maguire, I never saw him play this game. If at all you watched my match preview, I remember telling you that for Sabitzer, it's a constant. He's going to start. Scott McTominay, I was 50-50. Reason being Casemiro had played very many games. He had played very many games and had not played very many games. And I thought that maybe he would like to test the Sabitzer-Casemiro double pivot. But he has gone in for Scott McTominay and Sabitzer this time round. But during the game of Leicester City, I liked the way they played. They really played very, very well. That is Sabitzer and Scott McTominay for those 45 minutes. So I think the manager is like looking out to play Sabitzer and Scott McTominay for like 6 minutes, then bring on Casemiro to play with Sabitzer for some 30 minutes together and see how that double pivot will really thrive under this team of West Ham. So as it stands, that is what the manager is going to hate to name. Diego Dero returning to his spot, having played only 45 minutes in the game of Newcastle. That's the finale at Wembley. He got a yellow card, and obviously, manager said it's going to be costly for United to keep him on the field of play because he might get another red card to see to it that he misses out on other games. So the manager said, "No way. I'm not playing. I'm not risking Dalot." He got him off and brought on Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who had a very good game, making 7 tackles in only 45 minutes, a record that was set by N'Golo Kante in 120 minutes. But this guy made 7 tackles in 45 seconds and set a new Carabao Cup tackling record in that game. Aaron Wan-Bissaka just reviving his career at Old Trafford, and he's one of those players that are really untouchable at the club right about now. So as it stands, Malacia has come in for Luke Shaw. I predicted that. I knew that it's time for Luke Shaw to get rested. The last 8 games, Luke Shaw has been playing them, either as a left back or playing on the left side of the centre half. That is a player called Luke Shaw. So as it stands, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, Magloff back into that central defense position. But I believe when you're playing West Ham, you need to get in players like these, because if they cannot come up and put up a show in games like these, then they are not fit to be Manchester United players. So I expect them to come in through and redo the needful. Garnacho Alejandro today, reason being, West Ham is not all that, is not a side that you are going to come here and really mourn about as it's having a right back that they're going to stop Garnacho. You get? If he gets the balls in time, and the beauty of that is that Bruno Fernandes is being played into the central attacking midfield area. And I expect lots of positives coming out from Bruno Fernandes, like releasing Anthony, releasing Garnacho on time. So it looks all rosy for the team of Manchester United, and we're really having some good guns off the bench that are going to go on and really galvanize this team if at all it happens not to be getting the win that the manager really wants. So that is the starting 11 of Manchester United as named by Erik ten Hag. Let's go to that of West Ham. Sorry about that. West Ham, they're playing a system of 4-3-3. Johnson B, right back. Agriad with Ogbonna, central defense. I think that central defense is vulnerable. I've seen it play against different teams, and it has gotten really destroyed. And I know we can confuse them, and they can turn into ludicrouses, and we can really score into that side of the game. And for Weghorst versus that central defense, it's all full of energy, and he can really battle out with them and win all those early duels. And I see Weghorst on the score sheet tonight. I don't know if it's only me who's seeing Weghorst on the score sheet tonight, but I'm seeing Weghorst scoring tonight for Manchester United. Then the left back, it's Emerson Palmieri, formerly at Chelsea, and he's good going forward, but I think he's suspect. And Anthony, if at all he utilizes his chances very well, he might send him back to Chelsea today by really sitting him down and obviously going past him every time he comes there. Then the midfield, Declan Rice, solid player, solid, one of the best CDMs in the Premier League. That is Declan Rice. Lucas Paqueta, good player. Souček, another good player in that midfield. So they're having that midfield three, but I think we are having Scott McTominay, Sabitzer, and Bruno Fernandes that are going to complement complement themselves well and stop that midfield of West Ham from operating, because they are good, but they are facing a midfield that is really more hungry to lift trophies. So, Formels, Antonio, Benrahma, they are really the three forwards that West Ham have played with. Now, that means Malacia is going to face Formels. Benrahma is going to face Diego Dalot. I think Dalot will win that battle. Then I'm having Antonio, that energetic guy. I believe Maguire and Lindelof can handle. If at all they can't handle him at this extent, then that means it's early for them to leave the club of Manchester United in the summer, and we bring in those that can handle such games, because Ten Hag confirmed to us that this is a team game. It's a squad game. It's not an 11-player game. So if you're part of the squad, you must be prepared each and every time Ten Hag calls you upon to get this done and dusted. That's what's happening at Old Trafford now, and that is the starting 11 of a team known as West Ham. So that is it, and let's get back into what you guys are really telling me here as I'm reading your comments. I'm having John Evans is telling me it's gonna be 2 for United, 0 West Ham. I'm smelling a clean sheet too today. I'm just smelling it because I believe the changes we've made are of players who have been lacking enough playing time. And this is the time to prove to Erik ten Hag that you shouldn't be benching us. We should be starting, and think about that. I think that's exactly what is happening at Old Trafford now. These players are going all in to show the manager that we don't want to be on the bench again. They are coming in to prove to Erik ten Hag that You shouldn't be benching us. We are steady, ready to come in and really do the job for you. That's what is telling me that we might even put 3 or 4 past this team. These players are really hungry and they want to prove to the manager that we want to start. Players like Sabitzer, they want to put themselves in a position of really starting against Liverpool, the biggest rivalry in English football ever. So that goes down into my understanding that Erik ten Hag has told these players, you've been complaining for game time. Show me what you can put on the table. And now they are in to show him exactly what they have for the manager. Then we are having John Manda will win 3-0. All right. Thank you for watching in. But smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. And if you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Then I smell a draw here. To me, I don't want a draw because I don't want us to go for another extra game. This game has to get done and dusted at Old Trafford, and it's going to end in the favor of Manchester United. That's what is running in my mind, and I'm seeing it 100% possible, and it's going to go down in our favor. But I respect your decision because a game of football has 3 results: a D, that is a draw, an L, which is a loss, a W, which is a win. So a D is also possible, but you wouldn't like us to get a draw here to get more compactness of these games. Because next Thursday we are playing at Old Trafford. Then on the weekend we play, then we travel to Spain. So it shows you that we need to get these games out of the way. Let's knock out West Ham. After knocking it out, let's focus on the next game, that is Liverpool, then Real Betis, and we wait for the draw of the FA Cup to be carried out today. And obviously, we know what exactly we are going to be facing because we don't have time to really draw and then go and pay a visit to West Ham away from home, a game that's going to be very hard for us. We don't have that chance. The chance God has given us is simple. We are at Old Trafford. Let's knock them out immediately. Let's not even wait for anything like Rashford coming on, Casemiro coming on. This team at halftime should have scored 2 goals. That's it. Let's not even wait for anything else. We should see ourselves win this game before halftime. That's it. 2 goals in, we go to the next agenda. Think Liverpool. We are 2 goals up at halftime. We come in, second half, we manage the game very well. The manager gets in the likes of Casemiro's to play some 10-15 minutes. And obviously, we get to the next round. That is the 4th round. That's the quarterfinal. And the draw is going to be held, and we're going to be knowing who are we going to face. That's the most important thing for me. So I don't see these people really drawing with us. Thomas Donko from Ghana, how are you, my brother? Thank you for watching in from Ghana. It will be a good game. New lineup. It will help us on Sunday against Liverpool. Yeah, because you expect the following lineup on Sunday. De Gea in goal, Bissaka right back, Luke Shaw might have returned, Lisandro Martinez Varane, central defense, Casemiro, that's a must and a constant. Sabitzer all ready to start in the double pivot. Then Bruno Fernandes, central attacking midfielder. Anthony wide, Rashford wide left, and Weghorst to lead the line. That's it. So, to me, I want us to win this game of football. And you hinted about something great about Liverpool. Ten Hag has told us that right now we are thinking about West Ham and they don't think about Liverpool. He will think about Liverpool after this game of football is done and dusted. But with this game of football still here to go, Ten Hag doesn't want to talk about Liverpool. He's talking about West Ham. He wants us to make West Ham fall on its sword at Old Trafford, and then afterwards we talk about the next game. And he told us he's here to win every game. He never had the start he wanted at Old Trafford. 2-1 loss to Brighton, 4-0 away at Brentford, and ever since then, no Premier League loss have we got at Old Trafford. Apart from the game we lost against Sociedad, it was the referee who really got us to the sword by giving a stupid penalty out to Real Sociedad. That's it. But even the game with Real Sociedad, Ronaldo had close to 3 chances and never scored in the first half. So we are trying to get to become better. Mbaraka Glam, Mbaraka from Kenya. That's a win. Thank you for watching it from Kenya. And thank you for loving this channel. That is the United Matters channel. But guys, smash the like button, guys. Now, as it stands, we have the following for you. Where is it? Today, all right, I posted it on my account. Let me show you something here. A statement has been issued by Manchester United on showing the trophy, and we've been told that the first trophy of Eric Ten Hag reign, the Carabao Cup, will be shown to Old Trafford crowd by Harry Maguire and Bruno Fernandes today before the start of the game against West Ham. So know that, be well expectant about that. Keep your eyes onto your screen. It's going to be flaunted, already shown, or presented to the fans of Old Trafford that never went to Wembley on Sunday. And that is going to act like a catalyst to see to it that we go on and really knock out this team of West Ham. I know they came here last time. We played them here in the Premier League. We won that game by 1-0. And David De Gea pulled out like 3 worldies on that day. But Rashford scored a header, and we had some good chances to really kill off the game. Ronaldo had like 2 chances. He couldn't kill off the game. So this time round, I think they are facing a different team altogether. Our mentality has grown to the next level. We have to admit that. And we are no longer the team we used to be that really bottles games. The mentality has changed, and we want to come here and really see, has it really changed for the good or for the permanent? Because if we lose to Tottenham, if we lose to West Ham, it will send a message to us that there is no change in mentality, because we would have bottled tools again. Ten Hag hinted about something that he's hearing a lot of eagerness in the dressing room that they are not yet done. These players have told Eric Ten Hag that they want to come all out and win these games of football. They are not going to do the needful. And then Rob Dawson has told us that Luke Shaw is really out because he's having an injury. And let me show you. Rob Dawson has confirmed us that Shaw not in the squad after picking up an injury against Newcastle. That is worrying, but the beauty of that is simple. We are having a player to replace him in Malaysia. But he played very many games, according to me. He played very, very many games. 8 consecutive games. I know he had really a chance of not really showing up. But for Jadon Sancho, he's ill. That means he might come back when we are playing Liverpool, because at Liverpool, I would want us to go full strength. I want us to go to Liverpool with our full strength team. This time around, I'm sorry to bring about Liverpool, because Ten Hag told us that we shouldn't talk about Liverpool before we get done with West Ham. But this is something that I really want to happen. Last season, Liverpool came to Old Trafford and put 5 goals past us. This time round, they are on their knees. They are fighting. They fight, they get up and they get down. But United is really up. I believe this is the chance for us to annihilate them as they did at Old Trafford. That's it. So that's when I call in for players like Sancho to be fully fit. Now, for Sancho, Ten Hag has told us that, for Luke Shaw, it's a small injury. I hope it's not too bad. We will have to see how it develops. You get? That is Robert Lalston, United writer for the Manchester Evening Desk. So he's really telling us that it's Luke Shaw. He's having a small injury, and let's wait and see whether by Sunday he would have healed and he will make the trip to Liverpool to face Liverpool in the Merseyside. That's it. But I'm so much geared up. I feel lots of positivity running down my brain because I know we are coming here to win this beautiful game of football, and we are winning it because the winning mentality has been restored by Eric Ten Hag to these players of Manchester United. Now, Nantume Fatuma, Manchester United 3, West Ham 0. Thank you for watching in. I also have that in my mind. I don't know. Am I just carried away? But I'm just feeling that result going around me, that 2-0, 3-0. That's it. That's it. Danny Ings, who scored a brace for West Ham, is cup-tied. He played for Aston Villa in the FA Cup, so he cannot come in through and do the needful. So I believe we are just going to rough it to rumble. It's not going to be an easy game, but I know if you watch that game of Newcastle and how we really treated them and put them on the sword, I think you trust us to do that against West Ham, especially with us facing one of the best teams in the league, that is Newcastle, away at Wembley, and beating them like that and managing the game like that. I think even if we bring up the same style of play at Old Trafford, West Ham is one of the worst teams in the league. They have to fall on our sword, not once, not twice, but thrice. I want to see goals go past the goalkeeper, Aliola, of West Ham. And I'm smelling a Weghorst goal today. I'm smelling it. A Sabitzer goal today. I feel it. And Anthony again. I believe he might find himself on the score sheet again today. So 3-0 as Fatuma. I agree with you because the mentality has really shifted to positivity. That is it. Now, we are having Roger Nasty. David, you're great. Thank you for watching in. Nasty, I really love you two guys. And thank you for watching in. Smash the like button, comment, and share. But it's really a very huge game that is happening today at Old Trafford. Remember, if we really knock out West Ham, we would have gone to the quarterfinal. And the huge team that is left as a favorite ahead of United are Manchester City. And trust me, we can knock out Manchester City. Ten Hag showed us that he now has what we call a cure to Man City's attack. He has answers to the questions that Man City ask us at Old Trafford. They rarely found themselves even close to our goal. Apart from that only time they scored, but we had denied them a shot on target. In the entire first half, they never had a shot on target. Their first shot on target crossed the line. And it was because of Aaron Bissaka defending badly. He never really defended that pole very well and never looked at where Jack Grealish was in that beautiful game of football. So as it stands, I really want to let you know that it's something that you need to know about Manchester United, that we are here to win this beautiful game of football. Ten Hag has gone ahead and explained to us what does this FA tournament mean to him. He has said, everything. The cup is so important for me. The FA Cup, if you can win it, you have to give everything. It's the most important game. Now, I like this narrative that Ten Hag is really injecting in our players. Every game that we play is the most important game. Some people had overlooked this game of West Ham, and we are discussing Liverpool. But West Ham is also a good team. It has good players. It can shock you on the other day, you get? And for Eric Ten Hag, he has always been a person who has always not allowed complacency in his squad. There is no game he takes lightly. That's why, even when we are playing Reading at Old Trafford in the FA Cup, that was the 6th round, you saw what he did. We thought that maybe the likes of Scott McTominay are going to come in through and play, bring in maybe even Kobe Mainoo to play. He said no. He said no. He brought Casemiro. He brought Eriksson. He brought Bruno Fernandes. He brought Anthony. He brought Rashford and Weghorst. He brought his first 11 to play into that game. So he never takes any game for granted. He keeps pushing on for the best. And that's Eric Ten Hag for you. And I like a manager like that. He will always keep on surprising our opponents. It's always good not to be predictable. And for Erik Ten Hag, that's one of the things that has gone ahead to get out of the DNA of Manchester United. When you look at teams like Arsenal, they've been suffering this season. Do you know why? Before they brought in Jorginho, Jakub Kiwior, and Trossard, Arsenal was predictable. That Ramsdale in goal, Benny White right back, Zinchenko left back, Gabriel Magalhaes Saliba central defense, Partey central defense midfielder, Odegaard, Xhaka alongside Partey, Bukayo Saka right forward, Gabriel Jesus center forward, Martinelli left forward. They are so much predictable that a team could come out and really say, all right, we are going to stop them. And when Gabriel Jesus got out, they faced a very huge problem there. Now, after getting in Trossard and Jorginho, at least they're not predictable. A manager will have to really think a lot on who he's going to use to lead the line. Who is going to start off the left? Who is going to start in the midfield? Is it Jorginho or Thomas Partey? So, for United, Erik Ten Hag used the first 6-7 games of the season to get his first 11. Then, after the integration of Casemiro in, he got his first 11, and we all knew it. But changes kept coming in through. Players like Luke Shaw played sometimes in the central defense, left back sometimes. Bissaka has been introduced in. Sometimes Dalot comes in through. Midfield, Sabitzer, Fred, Casemiro. The only constant that is really hard to change is Bruno Fernandes, but you've seen him in certain games. He has gone ahead to get Sancho, play him in the central attacking midfield, and played Bruno wide right. You get? So the manager is making good changes, and I think it's hard to predict United. That's the beauty that this manager is really bringing in. And he has put us to this level that we are no longer worried of benching certain players in certain games. And like for today, we know that Lindelof and Harry Maguire can get us a win. We know that because the mentality has really shifted. Amidst Casemiro not playing in front of that back four, we know that Sabitzer and Scott McTominay can get that job done and dusted. So I like this about Erik Ten Hag, and I'm so much positive about what he's doing at Manchester United. And I don't know how God rewards his people, but this is the best reward to get in this year, as we've been suffered for close to a decade. So thank God for that. Then we are having Malengala team. Thanks, David, for a great show again. I trust the manager, so I'm not worried about the changes. Obviously, for me, there is a worry of Harry Maguire. For Lindelof, I'm okay with him. But Harry Maguire looking a little bit of sloppy. And I sometimes feel that he does it because he has no options. And with Rafael Varane, you have to manage him very well. He looks like an injury-prone player, and we're having a very important game over the weekend against Liverpool. We need those 3 points because Liverpool are really struggling. And I think this is the only time we can go to Anfield and really beat them, because we've seen team go to Anfield and beat Liverpool this season. We too can go ahead and really beat them from there. So, only Maguire. To me, Scott McTominay looked great when he played alongside Sabitzer in the game of Leicester City. For those, were they 40 or 35 minutes? He looked great. He looked great according to me. But the only weak link in that defense is Harry Maguire. If at all in the summer we can get rid of Harry Maguire and bring in Kim Min-jae or Julian Timber, one of those, that will be a very huge boost into our team. So Malengala team, thank you for watching in, but don't forget to smash the like button. We're having close to 50 people watching in, and only 12 have smashed the like button. Continue to smash the like button, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel, guys. Then let's go to Thomas Donko. That stupid penalty made United place second and meet Barca. It's a long time. I want United to meet Barca and beat them properly. So all United fans, give thanks to that ref. All right. Yeah, but we are giving him thanks because Barca never knocked us out. If Barca knocked us out, we would have been here still mourning about the referee that really gave that stupid penalty to Real Sociedad. But amidst all that, when that draw was really held, I got to know that Barca has been knocked out. Why? United Even when Barca came at Old Trafford in 2018 and beat us by 1-0, and went to Catalonia and we were beaten by 3-0, it's not that we never had good players. We had good players, but we lacked a manager who doubles as a coach. That's what we got in Erik ten Hag. He's a manager and he doubles as a coach. He has gone ahead to improve these players. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, all of us, we are not giving him a chance. But the injury of Diego Dalot came in as a blessing in disguise for him. Bissaka is here and has turned out to be one of the favorites, right backs of Erik ten Hag. Ten Hag now does the rotation very well. If Dalot plays this game, Bissaka comes in the next game. So it shows you that he's all about winning. And these players have really been improved. Scott McTominay, however much he's not a decent CDM, but at least you see some aspects of the game that has gone ahead to improve. And what are those? Central axis passing. He's no longer so much into the sideway passing. He goes in for the central axis passing. That is Scott McTominay for you. And that is a plus and credit that has to go to the main man, Erik ten Hag. These are the benefits that we've gotten from this manager of Manchester United, and that is Erik ten Hag. And obviously, the job he's doing at Manchester United is really one of those that you have to go ahead and really give a comment for. But Barca was really disciplined, and it came to your sword, and it fell on it. So, Donka, I was happy because now people are really giving us more respect. After knocking out Barcelona, a team that was really doing good in the La Liga, topping the La Liga, having conceded only 7 goals in their league, I told them, on Europe, they've been conceding very many goals. That's no brainer. They are going to come to Old Trafford. We are going to beat them. If at all you had our full squad down in Catalonia, Barcelona would have fallen onto their sword. You forgot Jose Mourinho. Mourinho came in after Louis van Gaal. Yeah, came in after Louis van Gaal. But those are managers that did more harm than good to this team. I mean, the Glazers have done more harm, but even there's some managers who never helped us. But look at how an elite manager like Erik ten Hag is turning around this team into one of the best teams in Europe. Because ever since we left the World Cup, no team has registered more success than Manchester United. Meaning, ever since the World Cup came to an end, we just have the best team in Europe known as Manchester United. Then Gawela Humphrey, United 3, West Ham 0. That is your prediction. Thank you very much for watching in. I'm also in between 2-0 and 3-0 for Manchester United. That's my prediction, guys. Then Issa Ronald Molinda, better to lose on Liverpool than West Ham. To me, I don't want to lose any of these games. I want wins. I want us to knock out West Ham tonight. You get? With how many players rested? Bissaka, Lisandro Martinez, 2, 3 Rafael Varane, 4 Luke Shaw, 5 Casemiro, 6 Freddie, 7 Rashford. We've rested 7 players. 7 players. They are going to return and start in the game of Liverpool. I want us to beat West Ham, and I want us to beat Liverpool. Our win stretch shouldn't stop. Shouldn't stop. No complacency here. Maguire too sloppy, I'm worried. But I know I'm worried about him, but I trust the team. I trust the team. They know the weakness, and I think Ten Hag has always had a solution to that. Then Gawera Humphrey, Old Trafford is a fortress. That's it. Old Trafford is really a fortress, and no team is going to come here and not fall onto our sword. Then Mulengala team, I completely agree with you here. If these can't start against West Ham, then you are not fit to be at this club. That's it. If you can't start against West Ham and perform well, then you are not fit to be a United player. You belong elsewhere, not Old Trafford. That's it. Adepare Opeyemi, United 2, West Ham 0. All right. Let's wait and see what that's going to come to happen. Sorry to pass. To Himbise Titus, we have a good team. Just Maguire is fake, but we have a good bench force. That's it. We are having a good bench force, and I know these players are really ready to make us proud tonight. Isabi Ronald Mulinda, United 2, West Ham 0. All right, let's wait and see how that's going to pan out. But I'm really feeling a win in myself. The only game that really gave me some heart pump was that of Barcelona, because I knew they are really one of the best teams in the world, and they could on a good day find themselves raising up to the occasion and obviously cost us. That's it. So, but we never gave them that chance. We just showed them what we are, that this is Manchester United and that is Old Trafford. Then Erik ten Hag has said on if the rotated team is for freshness, he said 6 changes, but the rules and principles are the same. No, it's about using the squad. Until this moment, we've used everyone. Everyone has to be ready to play. Have you heard that? This manager is trying to make every player happy. And these are things that really failed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was practicing favoritism at Manchester United. He couldn't give players on merit. He couldn't make rotations. However much Harry Maguire was abysmal, and knew that he had Tuanzebe and Eric Bay, he continued on several occasions to really put them in his squad, and we lost. I came out and single-handedly confirmed the player who is responsible for the sacking of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It was Harry Maguire. Having lost 2-0, 5-0 to Liverpool, 2-0 to Man City at Old Trafford. Then we lost. What was it? We lost 4-2 to Leicester City. Harry Maguire costed us that game. Remember that very well. He gifted away 3 goals. And the same manager, knowing that we are playing Watford and we are playing away from home, Harry Maguire had gotten a yellow card in the first half, and he left him on the field of play. What does Harry Maguire do? Harry Maguire does a blind pass to Dennis, the Nigerian player, and as he went past him, he got hold of him, and he was already on a yellow card. And guess what happened? We conceded the other one, and we conceded more too. Remember, we had leveled that beautiful game of football. He had brought on Sancho and Donny van de Beek, and Danny van de Beek had found himself in the score sheet. So Harry Maguire single-handedly led to the sacking of this player. So the manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So Erik ten Hag wants to rotate these players and is telling us that the rules and principles remain the same. It's all about winning this beautiful game of football, and that is the benchmark of Manchester United. Winning is all what we come in for. Then on Weghorst, he said the following: as we really come up to an end and really prepare for the game of football, I think with him in the team, we only lost 1 game. So he's doing a great job. He has to keep that going, be important for the team, and play a role. That is what the manager has talked about with Weghorst. So his role is known, and he's really one of those players that he might find himself get a permanent stay at Old Trafford. Then for the Carabao Cup, lastly, Ten Hag has said the Carabao Cup and FIFA-based awards are all great achievements. We have to congratulate, and we will do tonight. It's good that we show what we want. So he's confirming that they are going to show that trophy to the fans of Manchester United at Old Trafford today to really witness the glory that really went ahead to achieve over the week. And so guys, thank you very much for watching in through. I think we are soon coming to the start of the end of this video, and we go away, watch that beautiful game of football. After watching it, then we'll come in through and see what is it all here for you. Now, when you look at how you people have voted, 92% are saying United is winning. Then 7% are saying a draw, and 0% are saying West Ham is not winning. So none of the people that view this channel have voted for a West Ham win. It shows you that the self-belief in these fans of United is really alarming, and we've not gotten any West Ham fan watching in here through. So I'm having Argento Munyara Dizi, Rashford to make us proud again. He's on the bench. If at all his services will be called for, I think will come in through. But if at all we kill off this game in the first half, I see no reason for him coming in through, because when you look at our bench, let me show you a little bit of how our bench is looking. Because if at all you're like 2 goals up, no reason of bringing in Rashford, because you just need to rest him and really look great. We are having Anthony Elanga. He can come in from the bench and do the needful. Facundo Pelestri, another one. So I think those can come in through and we do the needful. But it will depend on the game situation. If it is tensed up, then the big guns will come in through to get the job done for Manchester United. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Smash the like button, comment and share. And I was leaving out Isabid here. We meet after the game. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, brother, watching live from Uganda. All right, thank you, Hillary, for watching in. It's always nice having you to this channel. And guys, I'm calling it quits for now. See you later in the match reaction when the game is done and dusted. I'm out. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. Bye-bye.